Hi to all dear students, I am your teacher Brocato, and with this video lesson I want to introduce you to a key people in computer science, Alan Turing. Alan Turing was an English genius who first taught the universal calculator, the one we commonly use today in our daily life, the modern PC. Scrolling down, we can watch some pictures about Alan Turing. Here you can find Alan Turing when he was a child, here when he was a young student, and here when he was running. Turing practiced cycling, rolling and running with excellent results. In this section, you can find some other information about first school years. And if you scroll down, you can write down something else about Cambridge. Turing entered in King's College at Cambridge in 1931, and he studied mathematics. The period was not easy for the world because in 1933 Hitler rose in Germany and there is an anti-war movement in Britain. If you want to read more information about this period, you can click on this site here and read a lot of other news and other articles about what happens in Britain in that period. I scroll down, and in this post you can find information about the algorithm and about logic. An algorithm is typically specified by a list of rules that a person can follow in a precise mechanical manner, like a recipe in a cookbook. Turing was able to conclude that no algorithm for the problema dell'indecibilità exists. As a product of this, he found a mathematical model of an all-purpose computing machine, the universal computer I said just some minutes ago at the beginning of the lesson. You can find what is inside this section in the book The Universal Computer from Martin Davis. There is also an Italian language version of the book, but if you want you can read also directly in English language. Here we are two sections about theory of computability, teoria della computabilità, and the Turing machine. The Turing machine is the model of the universal computer. The theory of computability is about a proof that we can have. If we can prove that some particular task cannot be accomplished by a Turing machine, we can conclude that no algorithmic process can accomplish the task. In Italian is: se possiamo provare che un problema non è accompagnato, non ha un algoritmo e una macchina di Turing associata, possiamo concludere che il problema non ha una soluzione e quindi non è computabile. I describe in English this section because it is about the universal machine. A universal machine is a model of a stored program computer, un computer che ha dentro dei programmi installati, come quelli che comunemente usiamo. The universal machine provides a model of a stored program computer. Inside this model, there is no fundamental distinction between program and data. There is an hardware part and a software part. We scroll down and we can see an image, a draw of the project of the universal machine. This is the tape, a paper tape. Inside the tape, information is stored with using those symbols, and also programs are stored inside. This is the project, and the section in the right is about what happens in Princeton University when Turing was enrolled as a graduate student in 1936. Also, this section is from the book written by Alan Hodge. And now here we can see an image of one paper published during the Princeton period. This section is about what happens during the World War II. In September, Turing, in September of the year 1938, Turing reported to Bletchley Park, and this event is very relevant. Here we can find an image of Enigma. Enigma was a commercial encrypting machine modified by German military and used for communication. Alan Turing was able to build a machine called a bomb. This is the image of the machine bomb that could deduce the settings of the Germans' Enigma on a particular day. In 1939, Turing cracked the system, but it required the capture of further material by the Navy and the development of sophisticated statistical process. The regular decryption was done after, in 1941, thanks to Alan Turing, who was able to build another universal machine in electronic form. This machine is called Colossus, and Turing designed and implemented something very similar to a modern computer. This is the image of Colossus, and you can find in this link and also in the book of Martin Davis other information about Enigma, Colossus, and the bomb. But Turing is an expert also in other fields, for example, in artificial intelligence, or in the application of mathematical theory to biological forms, in morphogenesis and in the development of pattern. Those information are inside this website. And I finish with some details about the final part of his life. Turing was arrested and came in trial in March 1952 because of his homosexuality. And you can find other information here in this link. And this is the first page of a publication of Alan Turing, and this is the last information I give you in this video about the date of his suicide. You can follow the other section, and in this section you can find quizzes and you can answer in order to assess your knowledge. Thank you very much.